You ever find that your builder is, absolutely bloody useless? Like it's just placing blocks, my dude. How are you making this look so hard? Sometimes you just wish you could do it all yourself. Introducing the Builder's Assistant Hammers, a new set of tools at your disposal which allows you to place blocks down in a builder's construction site, greatly speeding up the entire assembly process of the build. The Builder's Assistant Hammers, which I'm just going to refer to as hammers, are a brand new set of building tools primarily used for the player's own use, which allow you to help the builders construct their builds faster. Wielding a hammer with the correct building blocks in your inventory allows you to effortlessly place the blocks down in a construction site, which in turn can massively speed up the entire building process of the build. In short, with the hammers, you become a second builder. So yes, technically, two builders can now work on the same construction job at the same time. There are 3 different tiers of hammers which you can use: gold, iron and diamond. The first tier of hammer is gold, and they can be crafted without any requirements by combining 5 gold ingots, 1 stick and a build tool. This is the only hammer out of the 3 which you the player can craft. In order to use the iron and diamond hammers, you'll first need to unlock the research Professional Assistant. Professional Assistant is a level 2 research within a university. This research comes after the Hitting Iron research, which unlocks a blacksmith build requiring a mine totaling at least 3 levels. The Professional Assistant research requires a blacksmith totaling at least 1 level and 2 blocks of iron to unlock. Once unlocked, the colony's blacksmiths will automatically learn the iron and diamond hammer recipes. They cannot be crafted by the player, only by a blacksmith. The blacksmith will need to be supplied with 5 iron ingots and a stick in order to craft the iron hammer. They'll need 5 diamonds and a stick to craft a diamond version. You can also teach the gold hammer recipe to the blacksmith as well if you wanted to automate the creation of them. The blacksmith won't create these hammers on their own accord. You'll need to request one to be made for you by using a post box, or set up a minimum stock of them in a build like the warehouse. In order to start placing blocks down at a construction site, a builder must first be assigned to the work order for the build, and must also visit the site at least once. If you try to place the blocks down before the builder visits the construction site, you will receive a warning message to that effect. The builder normally visits the site upon receiving their work order to check if there's any clearing out required. It's at that point that you'll then be able to start helping them construct it. The builder doesn't actually need to be present at the site for you to continue building within it. They also don't need to be supplied with any blocks for the build either in order for you to help out. So you could feasibly complete the entire build by yourself if you had all the correct blocks for it and the builder has visited the site at least once. When you wield a hammer near the construction site, you will get up the blue bounding box of the build. This is the working area of the building site, and you'll see the ghost, or transparent images, of all the blocks in it. With the correct blocks in your inventory, right-clicking on the ghost block with the hammer will automatically place the correct block over it, removing it from your inventory. Blocks in shulkers or backpacks or any other similar personal storage will not be taken out. The blocks need to be in your actual inventory or action bar. If you don't have the correct blocks in your inventory and try to build using the hammer, you'll get up a message letting you know that you don't have any fitting items in your inventory. The hammers will place down any vanilla blocks, as well as architect cutter blocks, and even other modded blocks, so long as they're part of the build schematic. There is a small cooldown on the hammers each time that you use it. All cooldown times are the same regardless of the tier of hammer, so unfortunately you can't spam click to complete a build instantly. There's also durability on the hammers too, which we'll cover more in the next section. You also unfortunately can't replace blocks with the hammer. You'll need to clear the original block out first, then use the hammers to place a new block down in its place. Each hammer tier has a different reach range. Gold has a reach of 1, iron has a reach of 2, and diamond has a reach of 3. This reach range is essentially the distance away from yourself, measured in blocks, that you can place blocks up to. I ran some tests with the hammers, just creating giant gold cubes to see what effect the different reach ranges had. Gold, with a reach of 1, allowed me to place blocks in a straight line in front of me up to 3 blocks away. Iron, with a reach of 2, had the same pattern as gold, but also allowed me to place blocks in a 3x3 build radius around the block directly in front of me. Diamond, with a reach of 3, had the same pattern as iron, but increased that build radius to 5x5 around the block directly in front of me, plus an additional 3x3 radius from the block behind it. So what does all that mean? Well, essentially, the higher the reach range, the more blocks you can place around, while standing still facing the build. You can complete a construction faster with a higher tiered hammer. You also don't need to be facing directly at a block in front of you if you use an iron or diamond hammer, as that build radius will get the blocks around it as well. All hammers do have a durability to them, which decreases as you use them. Each time you successfully place down a block, it will use up some of the hammer's durability. I ran another test to see the durability ratings of all the hammers, and found that gold was able to place down at least 200 blocks before it was destroyed. Iron was able to place up to 400 blocks, double the amount of gold, before it was destroyed. And diamond could place all the way up to 1000 blocks before it was destroyed. You can enhance the hammers by enchanting them using mending and unbreaking. These enchantments do as you'd expect them to, extending the hammer's durability with unbreaking and allowing me to repair it with mending. Using an enchanted gold hammer with unbreaking free, I was able to place down over 750 blocks before it was destroyed. To put that in perspective, the normal unenchanted gold hammer could only place down 200 blocks. I gave up counting after 1000 blocks with the enchanted diamond hammer, but you get the idea. In survival mode, you will need any block you want to place down with the hammer to be in your inventory. However, if you're in creative mode, you don't need any blocks at all, the hammer will automatically place them down once used. Another potential use of the hammer is with its ability to let you view the ghost of the blocks within a build site. You could use the hammer to view where a block goes in the building site, and then just place the block down manually yourself without actually using the hammer. This does deplete the main purpose of the hammer admittedly, and you're probably better off using the builder goggles to do this. But if you didn't want to sacrifice your helmet slot to wear the goggles, then flicking between the hammer and placing blocks down could be another way for you to help the builders out. Speaking of helping the builders out, if you did use the hammers to help them with a build, they will give you a little thank you message the next time you talk to them. One final use of the hammers is that you can use them to attack mobs. But why would you? We are really starting to get quite the tool arsenal to help us manage our colonies now. But genuinely, I think the Builder's Assistant hammers might be the most useful and my favourite tool of the lot so far. They are relatively easy to get a hold of, they can really help speed up the building time of a construction, and they act similar to a pair of builder goggles to view a building schematic without having to sacrifice your helmet slot. And all that sounds pretty good to me. Anyway, that's everything that you'll ever need to know about the new Builder's Assistant hammers. Thanks for watching.